This is the story of 4 Appalachian communities.
Brownsville, Pennsylvania.
Scott County, Tennessee.
Grundy, Virginia.
Coal River Valley, West Virginia.
And the people that are
Revitalizing downtown.
Growing community gardens.
Restoring watersheds.
developing trails.
Some have been there for generations.
Some of us for less than a year.
We face challenges.
But at the end of the day,
We are.
We are.
We are.
we are Appalachian Strong.
As the sun rises in coal country, Sarah Cottingham begins a long day by wrapping up a grant proposal in her office along the banks of the Coal River in West Virginia.
I'm Sarah Cottingham. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm an Appalachian Coal Country Team AmeriCorps VISTA with the Coal River Group. And here's Bill. Hello, Bill. That's okay. Well, on any given day, we have at least 6 different projects, different juggling balls up in the air running at one time. I spend a lot of time in the office every day. I'm constantly writing grants, planning upcoming grants, closing out existing grants. So all that I need left is a resolution from my board, and then I can submit this big mama. Very satisfying. And start on the next one. We're constantly trying to reach out to our members, to the community, telling them what's going on, which is always a lot. So that's a constant battle.
The last few months, we've really been working, I've been working here at the club to try to make sure our community members know a little bit more what happens in our doors. So I've been posting a lot of things on Facebook, and our likes and our shares have increased. So that means people are paying attention. So I'm taking pictures of all of our auction items that I possibly can, and I'm posting them on Facebook in an album so that people will have the opportunity to look at what we have available for the auction before the auction actually happens, so that they can figure out what they want to start bidding on. And I mean, it's also really good to build excitement, get people excited about the event. Melon Wild Hogs cap from the movie. The auction telephone's been going on, I think this is going to be the 11th year. I've been really working hard since about February, trying to make sure we've got a lot of variety in our donations, and we have a lot of really great items. We've got some really awesome stuff from artists in Nashville. The funding situation for any nonprofit right now is pretty bad. Right now, our club, with past circumstances, we've developed this bad habit of being reliant on grants, which aren't always dependable, because from year to year you don't know whether you're going to get the same grants, depending on the grant cycle and what the funders are interested in. So fundraising and private donations are really, really important, especially for us right now. We're struggling with a lot of federal government grants, and everyone knows about the cuts and the sequester, and so that's really been weighing heavy on us. So this fundraiser is a really big deal because it gives us an opportunity to possibly raise a lot of money. My personal goal is $40,000. That's an impact. That makes a huge impact. $40,000 could keep the power running in this building for a year. $40,000 could pay a full-time person and a part-time person for programming. It's about $2,500 for one kid to go here for an entire year. So that's almost a little less than 20 kids that could come here for free.
Using this couch too. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Getting things done is the AmeriCorps slogan, and Appalachian Coal Country team members are no exception to the rule. The objective is building community and capacity wherever it's needed. Team members often leave their desks behind to pitch in and work alongside volunteers to get the job done.
Yeah, Nikki Lynn asked me to help out, so here I am. I think it's important to, even though they don't tell you to do this, but always say yes when someone asks you for help. Always say yes. I think the more you say yes to people that ask for help, the happier you'll be, and kind of the more change you can create. Life lessons.
Back in the Coal River Valley in West Virginia, 150 fifth graders load off of buses for the Coal River Group's annual Water Festival, where students discover the significance of the watershed.
Every environmental group, especially watershed groups, want community outreach for kids. We had a unique opportunity to do a Project WET Water Festival for a local group doing these big outdoor fun festivals where they rotate through stations. Each station has a different water-themed topic, and it's a really fun-filled day for the kids.
For our school, especially, the kids in our school, probably one of the biggest challenges is to see them get challenged, to have them see possibilities. Several of the people today have talked with them about the kind of education you need to do what we're doing, and wouldn't you like to have a job where you could work outdoors and get wet and play with bugs, and you need to do this or that, to get the kids to see the possibility of what they could do.
They really absorb everything. Even though we're in a rural area and they're used to the country setting, I mean, this is just like such a treat for them to come out, to learn, to see things in an environment similar to their own, but yet to look at it through different eyes. It means a lot.
Okay, all together.
There's like
okay,
three
so
sections of it are.
Keep moving.
I think it went very well. I had a really good group of kids. They all said thank you, and they said hi. Like when I walked by, they'd wave and say hi. And I had a couple say, we don't want to leave, so that's really good.
In Brownsville, Pennsylvania, Jamie and Sarah spend the morning working in the office before representing the organization at the Community Arts Festival.
Mama said she's coming to talk to me about the newsletter.
Participation in local events is an essential part of outreach that informs the public about grassroots efforts underway in their community. And the day isn't over for Sarah Cottingham. 50 kids have arrived to participate in a youth kayaking clinic.
We are here at Pettigrew Lake in Meadowood Park, Tornado, West Virginia, for the Tour de Col Friday afternoon kickoff event. And it also features a free kids kayaking lesson here at the lake. We got a grant from the Outdoor Nation Foundation, their Paddle Nation program, to host 3 free kids kayaking clinics. And so this is we actually held 4, so this is the final event. It's open to the public. Any kid that shows up gets in a boat. And for many of these kids, it's their first time on the water, so it's a great introduction, learn to paddle day.
I've never been out here. I've been on motorboats and canoes, and my mom was off, and she took me to here. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go get in a kayak, and I've been waiting for so many years, and I've been out here. Now this is my first time in a kayak. I might buy my own kayak.
By teaching the kids how to kayak, which is as simple as can be, and it's been a wonderful thing. It gets new people on the water. It gets people to appreciate the water, and it holds true with bringing life back to the rivers.
It's going to go all the way back up, Kelly.
All of those stacks. Those are stackable.
We're going to John Slack Park in Racine to the Big Coal Branch meeting. So they're a local committee of the Coal River Group, based up of all members who are residents of the towns on the Big Coal. Racine, Ashford, Orgas, Evans.
Unfinished business, which is our main thing for tonight, is Kevin's Lazy River. So, registration, Sarah, are you going to be here like you was last year?
Saturday, same old, same old.
Yeah, I'll be there at 7 o'clock.
Crack of dawn.
Takes an hour, well, it takes less than an hour driving at that time.
And because of the way construction work, or the Army Corps of Engineer works and the riprap, you can't really plant trees or do any of that beautification that we really wanted to do. So that's going to be mostly just cleaning it up so it's not all weeds and snakes. And then going from the other side of that bridge to Walmart and putting in the Miners Memorial that we were talking about and making it all-inclusive so that it's more than miners, to include like Mayor Willard, who helped out during all the floods and things like that, so that the whole community is a part of this memorial, and it's a county-wide thing, not just the town.
Is it all going to be part of an area, or what, in relation to the river walk that was built before?
Well, the idea is that it would connect, because you can come up and actually get onto that sidewalk over to the bridge that crosses to Walmart.
Is the park going to be more away from the Walmart up toward where Rice and that is?
Yeah.
On that area?
Yeah.
Jessica's truly a great person. I know that she works very hard at what she does. I know there's lots of days that start at 8:30 in the morning and end at midnight for her.
In the off hours, team members relax while continuing to build the personal bonds that help them integrate into the community and support them during the workday.
Outside of work, I coach the middle school football and basketball team, the Winfield Bobcats. I like to play basketball. I play basketball with the group a couple times a week.
It's nice to get outside before the sun sets and walk the dogs.
We come here often with the dogs and take long walks with the dogs and looking at the old Brownsville Bridge, and it can be a really peaceful time in the evenings. It's a great way to unwind.
I have the best job in the world. And that's what I love about it. I wake up and I want to come to work. After, having spent a year at a job where I dreaded it and where I knew I was not going to do anything, I have so much fun every day, and it's just really stimulating work. It's really rewarding, and I enjoy doing what I'm doing, which might seem crazy to people who wonder how I can come and sit for 8 hours and work on grants and write reports or do, the logistics side. But for me, I love